Every year, thousands of frequent low-risk visitors travel from Mexico into Arizona, conducting business, visiting with family and friends, or shopping, spending tens of millions of dollars. But although they've been pre-cleared through background checks for frequent travel into Arizona, their U.S.-issued border crossing cards limit their travel to 75 miles, about as far as the city of Tucson.
That means these visitors are limited to that 75-mile radius. Imagine if they could bring their money and extend that radius into Phoenix, where they could go to shopping centers, or into the Valley, where they could attend spring training baseball games, or all the way up to Flagstaff or the Grand Canyon, where they could spend more dollars.
With tourism a major sector of the Arizona economy, regional planning agencies, tribal communities, and many state and business partners want to make it easier for pre-cleared Mexican visitors holding border crossing cards to travel to the entire state.
This would make it possible for our neighbors from Mexico to visit Arizona without going through the lengthy process of applying for the higher level permit known as Form I-94. By streamlining the process, we will free up customs officials from time taken to process proven travelers, making it possible to focus resources on individuals who pose a higher risk.
Colby was a champion of the 1999 border expansion that took the crossing zone from 25 to 75 miles.
Now it's time for another change. Let's make it possible for pre-cleared Mexican shoppers and travelers to come freely and be welcomed in every corner of Arizona.
There are currently a variety of security levels required for frequent visitors from Mexico. Those holding border crossing cards, which are only valid for 30 days, have to pass background checks before being granted a card.
The neat thing about this is that this would not cost taxpayers one dime. In fact, we believe it would be net positive to our treasury, because as our friends from Mexico visit other Arizona cities, they're going to be staying in our hotels, eating at our restaurants, and shopping in our stores. And that's going to mean extra sales tax collections.
Hammer notes changing the regulation is an administrative change that would take place through the Department of Homeland Security. It's been done as recently as 2012, when New Mexico was successful in getting its border zone expanded from 25 to 55 miles.
Mexico is the 14th largest economy and is one of the G20, making it a major player in world affairs. We need to recognize that to be globally competitive, we have to encourage the flow of commerce and ideas in all aspects of attracting trade and commerce. This is not a border security issue. We need to find ways that allow Customs and Border Patrol officials to focus on legitimate security concerns, rather than processing people who have demonstrated repeatedly with their frequent crossings that they are not a security risk.
In 2013, numerous regional planning agencies encompassing rural, urban, and border communities all came together, along with tribal communities, to sign a resolution of support for extending the border zone in Arizona. Now these groups want the business community and the state legislature to support the expansion.
Our travel and tourism industry is already dynamic in the state of Arizona. Mexican travelers add about $2.7 billion per year to those tourism and trade dollars. Imagine what would happen if we made it easier for those people to come into the state of Arizona and travel anywhere within the state and spend their tourism and trade dollars.
Tourism is one of the biggest industries in Arizona, supplying over 160,000 jobs. And we strongly believe if we could expand the border zone to go throughout the entire state, this will mean more tourists for all of our cities. Phoenix, Sedona, Flagstaff, every Arizona city would have the opportunity to benefit, and our friends from Mexico would be able to enjoy an even richer Arizona shopping experience.
This is important to tourism, this is important to trade, this is important to the Arizona economy. The time for action is now.